The Catholic Bishops' Conference has charged President Akufo-Addo to ensure a level playing field for all candidates going into the December polls. This forms part of measures proposed by the conference to ensure a stable country after the polls. It was contained in a letter signed by the President of the Catholic Bishops' Conference, Most Reverend Philip Name, and here are excerpts of that particular statement. It says the presidency holds in its hands the people's trust and must ensure that citizens live in conditions of adequate peace and security, and also ensure a level playing field for all contestants, political parties and candidates in the December 2020 elections. The Electoral Commission of Ghana is to ensure an electoral process that is free, fair and transparent for all political parties and candidates in order to prevent people who may feel unfairly treated resorting to violence. The security agencies, especially the National Election Security Task Force, whose special duty it is to ensure that the nation goes to the 2020 elections and comes out of it in peace and tranquility. Civil society organizations should intensify voter and civic education, help monitor the election processes and conduct, call attention to errant behaviors and whatever would undermine the noble values of peace, tranquility and political development of the nation. And they appeal to all Ghanaians to uphold the highest and noblest of ethics and good conduct, and of course to observe religiously all the COVID-19 hygienic protocols. So Secretary General to the Bishops' Conference, Father Lazarus Ananda, joins us via Zoom. Many thanks for your time, sir. Is it the view of the bishops that there is...
No sound. No.
Please unmute your microphone. Can you hear me now, sir? All right. Is it the view of the bishops that there's an uneven level playing field?
I think that this period in which we find ourselves, the bishops found it very important to issue this pastoral letter as a way of also admonishing the people of Ghana so that we can create a very enabling environment for smooth, free, fair elections to take place. And if you look at the statement in general, it applies to all sectors of society. And so for the Electoral Commission, they are just admonishing them that in all that they do, they must ensure that they create a level playing field for all participants, for all competitors, so that people do not feel that they are not being treated fairly. So it is a general admonition to the Electoral Commission.
And sir, beyond this letter, what would you do to ensure that the measures that you have proposed are implemented?
Yeah, if you look at the letter, I mean, it assigns rules for the various sectors of society. And so for the faith-based organizations, if you look at it, it talks about some of the things that they have to do in terms of not predicting elections and prophesying, I mean, claiming to have prophecies that will foretell who is to win the elections and what have you. Our mission will be to continue to pray for a peaceful society, and also to continue to point out things that may be going wrong. And I believe the bishops, they are fathers also. So they have every reason to admonish their children if they realize that some people are not going the way that, that will help bring about peaceful, free and fair elections in the country.
Mm. The Electoral Commission just recently completed the voters' registration exercise. There are those who say that it was necessary and that the Commission has been vindicated. I'm curious, what are your own thoughts by you, I mean the conference, the Catholic Bishops' Conference, their own assessment of the exercise?
Well, assessment of the exercise, I think so far, well, the whole thing has completed. And we are very glad that it has completed successfully. But we also know that everything did not go well. And in the statement that we have just made, I think it has been pointed out that there were some infractions. And we don't want such infractions to continue. And in fact, if if things continue to manifest themselves, as we have seen in the voters registration exercise, especially in the area of vigilantism, I think that it will not order well for us. So on the whole, we are happy that the exercise has ended, but I think it's just the beginning. There is more work to be done. And that is why the bishops have come out with this pastoral letter admonishing that the mistakes that we have made during the voters registration exercise, we should not repeat them. Otherwise, it will not be good for us as a country.
Many thanks. That's Reverend Father Lazarus Anondi. He's with the Catholic Bishops' Conference. This is Election Brief, and still on that issue.